off. Today is day 219 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on here at freeCodeCamp. What do we have for today? Something about something. Slasher flick. Okay. So, fingers crossed we can get through this swiftly. Slasher flick. Return the remaining elements of an array after chopping off n elements from the head. The head means the beginning of an array or the 0th index. Remember to use read, search, ask. If you get stuck, write your own code. Here's some helpful links. Slice and splice. Ooh, splice. Fascinating. One of those. You know what, let's quickly check. We've got everything. Mic audio, good. Webcam. Little kitty is nowhere to be seen for now, which is nice. We've got chat on our phone. Speak the devil. The furry abomination enters through the cat door. She is circling around. Oh, she's on the bed. Roaming in the darkness. We are going to try and keep the stream, fingers crossed, as brief as possible, as the missus is trying to ideally fall asleep as soon as possible. Yeah, change in schedules, of course. So, what do we have ahead of us? Slice and splice, which we will apply both of those to you, little cat, if you interrupt, in a large manner. What now? So, once more, return the remaining elements of an array, like 2 and 3, after chopping off n elements from the head. Well, if they want 2 elements gone, that would be, okay, 0, and I can't, your tail is perfectly blocking the beginning of the array. Oh, well, that's what you did with your feet. Oh, tiny cat. Reset our code. Look at you, covered in fur and confusion. Stop moving the mic. Look. We've got brief... oh my god. You can either assume the napping position or play on the bed. What do you want? We're gonna try assuming the napping position. Watch your face. And your claws. Death claws. Okay. That didn't work well. So we're gonna try and move you. Oh my god. There you go. Beautiful. Now, she did move the mic all ever so slightly. All but an inch or so at best. Alright, we've had worse starts. We have had worse starts to the stream. So, reset 2 off the top, which means 3 and on, which there's only 3 left. The head means the beginning of the array or the 0th index. Remember to use blankety blank. Slasher 3-2 should return that. 0 should return just that. 9 should return nothing. 4 also should return nothing. Slasher shake. Oh, wait. Burgers, fries, shake. Only cut 1. Burgers die. Fries and shake live. What does splice do? I totally get slice. But what the hell is splice? Slice versus splice. The question of the day. The slice method returns a shallow copy of a portion of an array into a new array object, sliced from beginning to end not included. The original array will not be modified. Variable A, 0, 1, 2, 3. Slice A, 1 to 3. we're logging A 0, 1, 2, 3 in its original form, and then we will be logging variable sliced, which would just be 1 and 2. It's skipping 0, it's starting at 1, it's cutting 2 and just before 3. There we go, 1 and 2. See? Right? Beautiful. So that's slice in its full glory. Now, splice, on the other hand. What is splice? Splice method changes the contents of an array by removing existing elements or adding new elements. Somewhat fascinating. Variable myFish, angel, clown, mandarin, sturgeon, splice 2, 0, and drum. Insert drum at the 2 index position. myFish is angel, clown, drum, mandarin, sturgeon. Fascinating. Okay, so 2, 0 simply shoves it in there. Now, splice to 1, remove one item at the 2 index position that myFish is, so this is more of replacing? Is that what happens? We had remove one item at the 2 index position. That is drum. So what the hell? Why in God's name? Well, what if they did 2, 1 from the get-go? I get that drum is in the second place to begin with, but what if you do 2, 1 out of the gates? Huh. Start index at which to start changing with origin 0. If greater than the length of the array, the actual starting index will be set to the length of the array. If negative, blank new blank, delete count, item 1, item 2, return. 2, 0, blankety blankety blank, removed is empty. No elements have been removed because it was set at 0. Remove one element from index 3. Mandarin. Mandarin was removed. Okay, so this is more applicable to what we have out of the gates. Splice 3, 1. We'll wait. Remove 1 from index 2 and insert trumpet. This is what we're looking for. So 3, 1 with no word simply just kills off Mandarin. Mandarin drowns, which is funny because it's a fish. Do you see that? Fish don't really drown. They could. Some have to swim to keep the air flowing over their gills, versus some can more or less breathe like a human and stay still, which is why some fish have to keep swimming when they're sleeping. Yeah, anyways, yay animals. More importantly, though, what's actually happening with the splice fiasco? Remove one element from index 2 and insert trumpet. myFish, angel, whoa, who's doing what now? 2, 1, trumpet. 2, 1, and a word, or something to add to the array. Angel, clown, drum, sturgeon. We are adding trumpet into the second position, and we are removing one item that was in that position, which is drum. So that's to replace. Wow, look at this. Remove 2 elements from index 0 and insert parrot, anemone, in blue. Parrot, anemone, in blue. So, well, at 0, it puts it in at the beginning. And then it will remove 2, but it's adding in 3. So we've got parrot, anemone, blue from beginning. starting at 0, and it killed off the first 2 fish, which were angel and clown, so it continues from trumpet. See? Anemone, blue, trumpet, blah, 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 blah. Angel and clown are now dead. This is great. This is like a murder mystery. So there's a lot of ways to do this. In general, we've got, I guess, a good feel for it. Well, hold on. We've made it this far. Let's look at the last couple examples. I'm surprised it took so many days for us to get comfortable with looking at MDN examples. Usually we get overwhelmed and confused, but something's clicked today, so that's kind of cool. Variable myfish, parrot, anemone, blue, trumpet, sturgeon, blah, 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 blah. Now, under removed splice, myfish.length -3. So it's going to go through the whole array, and then it will start 3 from the end. 1, 2, and 3, and then it will remove 2 of them. Hold the phone. That is super fucking weird. 3 from the end. 1, 2, 3. It will remove 2. So it will remove blue and trumpet and keep sturgeon. Anemone and sturgeon. Look at that. Anemone and sturgeon. Blue and trumpet died. We were able to read it correctly. Remove 1 element from -2. Doesn't it like 0 index it out? What happens here? Angel, clown, mandarin. Angel and clown stay. Mandarin dies, so it ignores negative numbers, which is nice. That's cool. And then it's removing 1. So the only one to be eliminated is mandarin in that scenario. Remove all elements after 2, which is inclusive. 2 also has to die. Angel, clown, so all we have is a lonesome 2 here, floating around by itself with the fishes, which would be from mandarin and sturgeon on. Mandarin and sturgeon dies, it sacrifices itself so angel and clown can live. That is about all the goodness we can extract from that. So we understand how splice works, or slice works, and we've got a pretty decent understanding of splice as well. So we've got slice and we've got splice. Let's do this. Once more from the top, just for fun. Return the remaining elements of an array after chopping off n elements from the head. The head means the beginning of the array or the 0th index. Remember to use read, search, ask, blah, blah, and blah. Function slasher. This is our array, however many. It doesn't always pay to be first. Slasher. 1, 2, and 3. And they want 2 to die, only returning 3. Good to know. I wonder if we have to use slice, or if we can do all of this with just splice alone. I'd kind of like to just do splice by itself. I don't even think we need to do... Do we actually need to do a for loop? I'm trying to think. Because these methods go through everything. They loop through by themselves already. Kind of like map or slice. So I figured splice would also do the same. So it makes me question if we need a for loop. And if we don't need a for loop, then honestly, I don't even think we need to set up a variable. I think we can just have our return statement. If we're taking an array and we dot splice, we want the beginning section from 0 to die a certain amount and leave the rest of it. So we're taking array, check, one parameter dealt with. Dot splice. And we are starting from 0. We're always starting from 0. And we're removing how many? Capital M. We're removing how many? We aren't adding anything. We're just eliminating right from the get-go. To double check. Not adding any words. Simply this. They should have a beautiful example for us to follow. Removing one element from index 3. No, we are removing how many from index 0. Be perfect here, minus the parrot fiasco. Yeah. Remove all elements after 2. No. Remove 2 elements from 0. Yeah, this is, I think, the closest, but with the inserting, we don't need to worry about that. This is just from here on. From 0, remove 2. Angel and Clown died. It will return the rest, as we indicated, but it would also put in those. I think that's our answer. Let's go ahead and give this. We didn't need to set up a for loop. We didn't need to set up a variable because the splice method loops through everything all on its own. At least in my mind it does. And yeah, good times. Let's see, where does that leave us? Let's go ahead and run this. Oh, 1 and 2. Return. Death. It returned 1 and 2. Do you want the opposite of splice? Is that what's happening? That seems so odd. That seemed like exactly what we wanted. To get rid of the stuff. We must have missed a crucial... There's a severe misunderstanding. From that point. Function slasher, array, how many, doesn't always pay to be first. We are returning array slash splice 0 at how many? Okay. Let's do cat. Eh? Okay, there's that. Run test. What should have added cat with splice? Maybe it wants a number? 4? Why? Super death. I'm telling you, in a perfect world, should have worked this way. My fish, we've got array, splice, 0, how many? Yeah, that is a thing. Splice, 0, how many? Return the remaining elements of an array after chopping off n elements from the head. Head means the beginning. That's really odd. We'll set up a variable. We'll call it variable slash equals copy array blank blank return slash. Yeah, that's a little better. They're still pissed. It's quite interesting. Huh. Splice. I guess return the remaining elements after blah blah blah. Slasher fig, return the remaining if how many 0, how many 1, splice how many, whoa, why? The code works for everything except when how many equals 1. Why the hell should that matter at all? If it's 0, it shouldn't remove anything. The code works for everything except... No, it doesn't, right? This. Slasher is a one-liner because it does what array slice does. Example with test, including one or more how many. One test demonstrating a case that wouldn't work with your splice solution. Show code snippet. I thought array 0, 1 would remove one entry from the 0 index. It does, and it returns an array containing the entry that was removed. Aha. Which you're assigning to array and then returning. That's not what the return value is meant to be. So there we go. That's the difference. So we need to store the code because it's modifying the original. That's what was happening down here. See, my fish is returning this. So we should end up, what's happening is all we need to do is return array. Slice, not splice, slice does not modify the original. Citrus with slice returns what you're working with left over. Splice affects the original, but it also returns this. It holds on to what was extracted from it. The trash can. You're left holding the trash can with splice and all the nonsense left in there. So if you want the original after it's been modified, that's what we're looking for. That was my issue. That was my issue right there. We just had return for all of this. Not what is needed at all, actually. From this point, we are simply returning array. God, do we even need to do... I don't even think we need to set up a variable for all this. I think we can just have array.splice and then return array. Right? Function, blah, 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 blank, blank, blank. Function variable output. If blah, output blah, else blank, return output. Oh, they did do well, and if I don't think that matters. We should be fine. Let's get rid of this. Does that work? That does work. How cool is that? So again, watch this. This what we had. Cut. See, and this is dumb, apparently, because when we run it, ta-da, 1 and 2, that is what gets thrown out. This right here is the execution chamber, so to speak. And then when they go to clean out the lint drawer of the execution chamber, for lack of a better phrase, this is what's caught inside. But since it's modifying the original array, all we need to do is dee boom bum bum bum. We can still do that. Array gets spliced, and then we get to return array. Ta-da! How cool is that? The world rejoices, and we're left with a 3 and whatever else they needed. Way cool. We did it. Ta-da! We didn't burn the city down. No tears. Just success. And a good amount of learning. Awesome. Day 219 was a success. We've got mutations on the horizon for tomorrow. Probably some Code Wars. We may actually even stream earlier in the day. Yeah, you know, maybe, fingers crossed, 11 a.m. Kinda doubt it. Probably late to early afternoon. Probably 2-ish, I'm thinking. But hopefully we don't end up doing a midnight stream tomorrow. It's definitely plausible, considering the odds, statistically. This is our norm. Not that we try to, but just how the cookie crumbles. But, yeah, fingers crossed. Earlier stream tomorrow. In the meantime, backing out of this. Closing all of that noise. Good times. 243 items completed. Here at freeCodeCamp. Day 219 comes to an end. Thank you again to anyone and everyone who stopped by to view the stream. Any and all views are greatly appreciated. We are backing out of this into OBS. The adventure continues tomorrow with day 220. But in the meantime, we are stopping the stream. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it.